All right, moving on. Ian can now leave because me and Casey are going to review.
No,
Or you're going to say?
Okay. I'll stay. I've seen most of it.
Okay, for sure.
So
me and Casey are going to review Zero Dark 30. What did you think, sir?
It was a little too long for me.
That's what she said.
It is a long film.
It was a little too long.
But the runtime like 3 hours.
It's like 2:40.
Me and my stepdad were watching. I just couldn't keep.
You have to commit to it.
I couldn't keep focus on it. Every little thing would distract me because it was just talk, build up. But it wasn't really building up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, finally towards the end, when they do their little Black Op missions to go get Osama. But to me, I was expecting more of a fight than a little like, oh, here we go, Splinter Cell mission, you know?
Hey, don't you talk shit on Splinter Cell.
Now I haven't seen it. But, to be fair, this is something that actually happened.
I agree. But I didn't know how...
They can't be like, and then a cruise missile flew in and blew up.
No, but...
And Osama came out, guns a-blazing. Realistically, they went into an apartment in the middle of the night and shot an old man.
Yeah.
What did they... Is that him? You just killed Osama bin Laden.
Could you imagine if Michael Bay directed this? Just like...
So, I mean, they
fucking nukes and explosions shit going into the compound.
Even before I've seen it, to be fair, understandably, there's got to be limitations on what they can do. And I'm sure they did take an artistic license.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did they explain how they did that, like a little like Splinter Cell mission going into this?
Well, they couldn't just go run in there.
Because there was a lot of controversy over it.
Yeah. They had to do it quietly.
Yeah.
Because they weren't supposed to be there. Like, it was against the...
Oh, it's a declaration of war to send armed troops into another country. And
So,
we did it anyways.
I do gotta say, though, the very beginning... Excuse me. With the...
Opening torture scene?
The torturing scenes were very...
And that
brutal.
is being blown way out of proportion, okay?
I don't know, man.
No, like, people saying, like, the only reason we caught bin Laden was because torture. That's a fraction of what was put into this mission.
Yeah, there's smart people who can figure out where he's at. And it took us a long time to find him.
Yeah, it's a 10-year thing, dude.
Respectfully, it took us a long time.
And
it was very hard to do, but we did it.
But the people...
I mean, if you believe that we did it, but...
Yeah.
Don't bring in a conspiracy.
I'm sorry, but I love that conspiracy theory.
I love conspiracy theories because they're stupid.
They're entertaining to read. Yeah.
They're insane. 90% of the time.
Just makes no sense they didn't show his photo.
They did in the movie?
Yeah, in the movie. When they got his beard sticking out of that body bag? How was it? They did not show his... Well, obviously they can't show his face, because otherwise it would have been...
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if he didn't actually die, then, I mean, all he's got to do is show up on one video.
They said they dropped him in the ocean.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I think they should...
Casey, you're not coming back.
I'm sorry.
I gotta be...
I shouldn't.
I gotta be very quiet, unless I offend someone.
We can talk about this after the podcast.
Because I have a very strong suggestion of what they should do with some pork on the 9/11 memorial site, and the rest of us...
Shut up now. Stop now.
I apologize, Cody.
Let's get back to the movie. So, it was really slow. I will admit that.
Very slow.
If someone comes to me and says, Cody, this movie was slow as fuck, I will not disagree with you. But... I knew that going in. I just sat down. I was like, this is going to be a 3-hour movie. I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
And I was able to enjoy myself. But I will say, you have to focus. You have to, like, pay attention to the words. Because this is a confusing-ass movie with the dialogue. There's a lot going on. And you have to, like, you can't zone out at all or you're going to be completely lost. But, I thought the... Catherine Bigelow... Did you guys like The Hurt Locker?
Yes.
I hated The Hurt
Loved The Hurt Locker.
Okay, even though you didn't like it.
Hated
You know the scenes when...
I just didn't like it. I hated that movie.
Really?
It was boring.
Okay, just admit, the scenes when they're dismantling the bombs, though, you know they're tense as hell, right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
You didn't think so? Oh, come on!
I thought he was every time.
I was literally like,
what is going on?
I'm just going to use the bathroom because nothing is going to happen.
No, you're wrong.
I was very, very... I cringed watching that movie.
Anyway, but the point I was going to make here, before it completely backfired on me.
I was like, I hope it blows up and he dies. This damn thing
right?
Yeah, same director.
That way this damn thing can end and I can go home.
Like, there's some scenes in this... There are scenes in this, that's why I brought this up, that are right on that level. Like, there's a scene, I'm not going to try not to spoil anything, where a member of, I think it's Al-Qaeda, gets into this, where at, when the bomb goes off?
In Hurt Locker?
No, in this movie.
Oh, yeah,
gets
the
into
doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor for Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, something like that.
Comes to meet with a couple of
That's what it was,
agents.
yeah. And shit goes wrong. But that scene was just...
It's in the trailer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's very well done. Like, the way they built up the tension to it, and that reflects how The Hurt Locker was done, so... Great direction in both movies. But, yeah, I like particularly throughout the movie, I was kind of thinking like, oh, this is like a B-. I'm not really digging it. But the last half hour, I think, is what really saved it. Just like from the second they all get in the helicopters to take off, I was really pumped up.
It's a very emotional movie.
Yeah,
very emotional movie. You could definitely, whether you like it or not, you can definitely get a sense of feel of what these people went through. I'm sure there was a lot more emotion.
Yeah,
but it definitely gave an emotional feel to it.
I do think Jessica Chastain deserves the Oscar. Even like up to the last frame of the movie, like she was just fantastic.
It's like, yo, she's great. She's awesome. She's so hot.
Dude, you know,
she's
Jessica
so hot.
Chastain's a hot. I mean, she's a hot
She was naked and lawless, wasn't she?
Yes, she
was.
was.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Man.
Greatest scene of the movie. The best scene of the movie. Oscar worthy.
But she was fantastic in this. A lot of the actors actually were really good in this.
I did like every character.
Yeah, I think it's what's his name? I think it's Jason Clarke. Whoever plays the interrogator.
He was a Clark.
Yeah, I think it's Jason Clarke. He's really good. But he kind of disappeared midway through the movie. And that kind of sucks, 'cause I think he's the best character.
Yeah, was it only in the beginning?
He disappears about halfway through.
Well, because they
had a good reason.
He had a good reason. He was like, dude, I'm just tired of it. Yeah. I need to normal life.
And again, let me point out the point that they can't suddenly just, like, I mean, they can, but it would be a lot of discredit to the director if they just suddenly edited what actually happened.
I know, I'm just saying, it just sucks that this character had to leave. That's all I'm saying. But overall, I really like Zero Dark 30. In particular, the last 30 minutes. I really thought the whole raid was extremely well directed. I know Casey wasn't a big fan of it, but I was on the edge of my seat. It was really tense, dude. Like, I really enjoyed it.
If you can keep focus.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to this.
Definitely keep your focus. I'm sure. I'll go back and watch it.
You can't watch this at 1 o'clock in the morning if you're half asleep, because you're just going to...
Oh, it's during the day, too.
Yeah, and you almost fell asleep.
But
I just think it's a really powerful movie. Like, the whole payoff at the end, when they finally do get Bin Laden, you get pumped up, you know?
You do.
It's well done.
America! I wish I would have put a little bit more detail in towards the end. It was just quick.
You talking about the mission?
Yeah, I wish it could have lasted a little bit longer.
Well, yeah. Well, then again, if you can't compromise history, you know, you gotta...
You can't, but you can also do...
that's my line.
Hollywood.
Yeah, sorry.
But you can also do Hollywood. True. You can spice it up a little bit.
I guess.
Am I right?
But I liked it the way it was. But you want to give a grade? Give a grade for it?
I'll give it a B.
You can give it a solid
B? I'll give it a solid B, even though...
Why are you writing this shit down? As if it's important.
Shut up, man.
They don't need to know that.
It's notes, so I know later.
Hey, shut up.
It's just nice to know. I'll give it a B, because like I said, towards the end, it did have it could have impact on people. Mm-hmm. It was definitely emotional, and they did a good job. It was just slow.
It's not your best picture winner?
No, but I still got to give it a B because I did kind of like the end.
Yeah.
I just like I said, I wish it was a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, you wanted this movie to be longer?
No.
Oh.
No, I mean the actual part itself. I wish they would have shortened the stupid storyline of it.
Okay.
I was gonna say, because if they lengthened that part, the movie would be longer.
I was about to say, what are you talking about?
I just wish that scene would have been longer. It was just the way they found him though was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The way they found him, but yeah.
I like the line that she says when she's like, "I'm the motherfucker that found this place."
Yes.
Like, high five
to Gandalf.
High five. Yeah, it was great.
To Tony Soprano.
Yeah, she. There's a lot of TV actors in this, by the way.
Yes.
Chris Pratt from Parks and Rec. Woo! I know you guys don't watch that show.
I don't. I've seen pieces.
He's a funny dude, man. But back to my grade. I'm gonna give it an A-. Again, I was going B the whole time until that last 30 minutes, and I was like, that was fucking awesome. So, I think it's a really important movie for people to see. Just because, like, you know, it's important to us, man. It's been live.
Yeah, it was a big day. I remember the day that it happened. So, yeah. It was definitely a big day.
And this is probably like, oh, this isn't really what happened. This is the closest you're going to get to seeing what happened. You know,
yeah, they're not going to give away everything.
Unless you know the SEAL Team 6.
And the fact that they have given away what they have.
I know.
Is a little ridiculous.
Well, they got in trouble because, like, the CIA gave them too much information.
Well, yeah. No shit.
I was like, oh, that's nice.
That's why I'm surprised they gave them anything, because in going into another country, arms holders,
I know,
Yeah, giving away our strategies, too, as well as, I mean, really, do you want to give away a strategy that we have? How smart is that?
But, you just got to go. If you're expecting this thing to be all about that SEAL Team 6 mission, you're going to be disappointed. Because I'd say it's all 80% of this movie is not about that. It's about the 10 years before that.